بغينا نرحب فيك أول شيء. Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
I think it's a very interesting topic, especially that I think even Dubai has been talking a lot about the art side of things, the design side of things in the culture of the Arab world.
Yeah.
And we're trying probably in the UAE to be a platform where these things are expressed. In the beginning, I want somebody who's watching this video to understand more of what you do.
Okay. Basically, what we launched is something called Al-Hosh. Al-Hosh houses in the Near East from 2000, 3000 BC.
Yes.
All across the Arab world were built around the concept of a house.
Okay.
And we think it's actually the origin of the word house, which means the shelter. حاشا يحوش شيئا, to shelter something.
Okay.
So houses in the Near East were built around the concept of a courtyard. And you had the nuclear family, and whenever they wanted to meet, they meet in the courtyard. They meet in Al-Hosh. So it's the idea of the common space. And we wanted to create a common space for Arab artists and designers. Why? Because simply none existed. We would do research to try and find something about Arab art, Muslim artists, Arab artists, and you would be hard-pressed to find anything in cyberspace. So we launched Al-Hosh in April 29, 2012.
Okay.
And to become a common space for Arab artists and designers. Beginning, we said with a focus on art from conflict zones, such as Gaza, Iraq, and so on. مع الأسف, the whole Arab world became embroiled in conflict, so we had to expand our outreach and so on. So, and it's been growing organically since the launch. Basically, it allows a portal. We created a portal that allows artists, such as fine arts, designers, fashion designers, jewelry designers, furniture designers. They go in and they create, and it automatically generates a profile for them, where they can showcase their work, and we can actually even sell it online. And we have grown exponentially since then. We have now over 6,000 pieces of art and design. We've done 5 events, successful events, including an event that we're very proud of. Was one of the first events ever done to showcase Emirati artists in the Emirates, called Colors of the Future.
Lovely.
And and you know, we've been growing since then, and every day we're seeing more and more Arab creativity. You know, the media around the world is very much embroiled with this idea of focusing on the conflict. And there is conflict and there is turmoil in the Arab world. But there is a story that's not being told, and that's the story of enormous creativity. The region has over 100 million young people, and it's bursting with creativity. And I believe that this is the fundamental challenge facing the region, to overcome this youth bulge and allow these creative young people to an avenue for showcasing their work and expressing their work, and being a catalyst for the innovation economy. Because it's not, as they say, oh, we want to eat bread, you know, art, حل عني, etc. No, if you look at economies such as France, economies such as Spain, Italy, all of these countries, a good chunk of their economy was built on art and design, you know. And there are many global companies now that are in the top 10 wealthiest companies around the world. All of them got started as small ventures. For instance, Armand Ortega, the founder of Inditex, Zara, and he was a small-time designer in Santiago de Compostela, and now he's the 4th richest person in the world. So we have an advocacy agenda in addition to creating the portal, which is advocating for showcasing the immense talents of Arab artists and designers, including artists in the Gulf and so on.
I think it's a very good point that just like the summit is a unification of a lot of influence in the Arab region on social media. Yani you come here, you literally meet a good chunk of the people who are influencing social media in our Arab countries. When I think about your project, it's very similar, as it's a platform that was probably never really explored prior,
Yeah.
And suddenly everybody who has a talent, who might have disregarded his talent, is like, you know what, it's easier now.
Yes.
I can showcase it there.
Yes.
But it has a very good meaning along with the business side of it.
Absolutely. You see, this came about. My area of expertise is communications. Before that, I used to work in the UN and the World Bank and so on in communications, and I saw the enormous power of the communications revolution that has taken place. The emergence of social networks, the emergence of mobile communications and the internet, etc. All of these have created an enabling environment in which the barriers to entry nowadays have become significantly lower than what they used to be. So you can actually even compute it. It used to be the case that 5 or 10 years ago, it would have taken you $5 million to build a global brand. Now, thanks to the internet and social networks, that investment is down to $50,000 to $100,000. So the barriers to entry have been significantly lowered, but essential to that is platforms like this in which we share knowledge about what needs to, the essential know-how for how do you harness this technology for the benefit of your organization
100%.
or your cause.
I was also, I wanted to mention the Emirati patent. I want you to tell me more about that.
Well, this was, we decided to do an art exhibition for Emirati artists. And it was called Colors of the Future UAE. Because, these younger artists and so on, they are the future. And we did it with the United Nations Development Program in Abu Dhabi and so on. So I was reaching out to artists, Emirati artists and so on, and we were able to quickly enlist 30. And I have to be honest, I didn't expect the quality of the art to be of the high standards and so on. But you know what? I was shocked. Unbelievable creativity. And nobody knows anything about it. And I'm going to be a little bit of an art snob now. In art, you challenge, your challenge continuously is to create something new. So if, the reason Picasso is important is because Picasso was able to innovate and create new methods, etc. So, but it's very, very rare that you have an artist who creates something new.
Yes.
So during the organization of the Colors of the Future, I had met one Emirati artist. His name is Hamad Listad, and I was flabbergasted. This man has created a new method of painting, and he actually he told me that he patented this method. And basically what he does is he puts the paintings, a canvas with metal on it, and he buries it in the beaches, and he lets the waves create the paintings, and they are unbelievably gorgeous works of art and so on.
No.
So have you ever heard of it? You see, this is the agenda we're trying. This is the agenda we're trying to advocate, is that this enormous creativity needs to be given the attention that it merits, because there's so much creativity going on in conflict zones and in the Gulf and in every part of the Arab world. Enormous creativity.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Well, it's very nice to know that you're aiding and supporting that as a platform. And it's very nice to know that you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
And we hope to see you also next year.
Yes.
And enjoy your stay in the UAE.
It's my pleasure.
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.